What's up everybody, LC Builds here, coming at you with a Squonk mod today, but not just any. We're going to take a look at the OhmboyOC Rage Squonker. So we've got a dual 18650, 155 watt Squonk mod that fires down to a 0.08. Nice and low for all those cloud chasers, and it's not like most of these other regulated Squonk mods where you get maybe 75, 80, 100 watts. You can get some serious power out of this. So the people who, like me, want flavor but also want these big clouds, want something a little more substantial, this is for you. Made out of stainless steel, the most unique bottle filling method that I've seen on any Squonker so far. We'll see that part in the up and close, but it's just super solid. It feels heavy and substantial in your hand. But we'll get into all that in the down and dirty. See you there. Alright, so here's the packaging the Rage Squonk mod from OhmboyOC comes in. You get the front with all of your safety features, and you get your big old warning label. Let me zoom in on those safety features for you so you can read them. Then Ohmboy on the side. The back you get your warning again, and I really like how he put this warning only applies once the product has been filled with nicotine containing e-liquid, because it's true. You get your scratch authenticity, made by Desire Design. Up at the top you get your specs up here. Dual 18650, not included, 5 to 155 watts, 0 to 8 volts, fires down to a 0.08 ohm resistance, 200 to 600 degree Fahrenheit temp control. You get a little information about Desire Design. And that's just about it there. So we'll put that aside. Super simple packaging. You get those again. Then you get your color and your serial number right there. So we'll get into here. Inside is where you'll find your Rage, right here. Underneath this foam, you get a little piece of cardboard. You get your warranty booklet. And you get your user manual, your instruction booklet, which comes in both English and Chinese. You get a cable for upgrading, not for charging. And then inside, you get a couple of these. These go underneath your RDA, right on top of your mod to prevent scratching, damaging, and to preserve the overall look of the device. So we're going to put that stuff back in here, put that to the side, pull this guy out here. So here is the star of the show, the OhmboyOC Rage regulated Squonk mod. On the top you get Ohmboy there. If I unscrew my RDA here, you have a little bit of condensation. You have a spring-loaded 510 inside. This is where you will remove your bottle. I'll show you that in a second. Here's your screen. Shows you your resistance, your battery life, your applied voltage, and your wattage, which goes up and down in 1 watt increments. If you click that fire button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, you go into work mode settings. We're going to click again. You can go to power mode, nickel, titanium, stainless steel, TCR, bypass mode, which is a series bypass, and then back to power mode. So we'll go into the menu one more time, 1, 2, 3, then we'll click up, and you can go to hands mode, which is left or right, which basically just flips the screen. Back into the menu one more time. After hands mode, just goes to exit menu, and that's it. Simple as it gets there. So to get to your batteries, there's a panel right on the back. Pull off. There is no battery ribbon, but there isn't a need for one either. Super easy to get your batteries out. These are rewrapped Samsung 25Rs. 5 clicks on and off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right into your screen. So to get to your bottle, if you look at the bottom here, you see a little flip out metal piece right on the bottom of your bottle. It's a little bit hard to get to if you don't have fingernails like me. Then you turn and pull, and there's your bottle. I have juice all over me, of course. That tends to happen. Let me just wipe that off. And then you fill your bottle by unscrewing this here. My bottle is basically full, so I'm not going to throw any more juice in there. That comes all the way out. Fill your bottle there. Pinch the sides of your bottle when you're putting this back in so you don't get juice squirting out of the top here. Tighten it up and let go, and it pulls air down right through here. That way you don't make a mess. Push this guy right back in there. Flip that up. And that is it. We'll see you guys back up top. So that was the down and dirty. That was the up close, the personal, all the ins and outs of the OhmboyOC Duane Rotor Rage Squonk mod, made by Desire Design Tech. And man, I am in love with this thing. I liked it so much, I got a second one. After working through it and having it for a few weeks, I loved it so much that I had to go out and get another one. It's just solid. It's a great device. But there were some things that I was a little iffy about at first, which resolved themselves. There's some pros, some cons, but we'll start off with the cons, because there's not many of them. So at first, getting that bottle out was really, really difficult. In the top where the bottle goes in, there was actually 2 O-rings there that held the bottle in place where it only needed one, so it was a little over-engineered. Jay Hayes has a video on this mod where he goes in and shows you how to take that out if you have that issue. I believe it was only in the first batch, which this is one of, so that should be resolved with all future Rages out on the market. And the other con was something I didn't have with mine, but a few other people did, where there was an issue with the connection with the 510, so after you had put a Squonk refill bottle on it, it was reading like short atomizer, no atomizer, check atomizer. It was just an issue reading. And that was also with the first batch, so that has been taken care of as well. I've had no issues with the second one that I got a few weeks later, which was after the first batch. No issues whatsoever. They hit like a truck, and you can feel the quality of it. It reminds me of the old school rig mech mods, where they were heavy, but you could feel the quality. They were hefty, and I think I have one over here. Old school rigs. They were huge, but they're heavy. You could take somebody out with this thing. I get the same kind of like satisfactory feeling when I hold this. It's just all around, it's built to perform. But we'll get into the pros next. So there's a decent fair few. I mean, it's unique. There was the first thing I had ever seen with this type of Squonk bottle filling, bottle changing system, and I've been doing this for over 5 years now. You've got a spring-loaded 510 in top, which is really nice. I'm not a big fan of the manual adjust ones that some Squonk mods have. I know some people like them, but that's kind of a subjective thing for me. The finish, I've dropped this thing a couple times, and there's not a scratch on it anywhere. It just, all around is nice. Battery life, I get a decent amount of battery life, like dual 18650, so it's really similar to any other like dual 18650 mod. And I run this thing, well over 100 watts sometimes, up to 120, 130, and I'm still getting the better part of a day out of it, and that's with heavy usage. It's got all the other protections and everything else that most regulated mods have. Short circuit protection, overheat protection, all of those, and all around it's just great. It's really easy to get to your batteries. Pop off this back here, and they just come out. There's no need for a battery ribbon. I know some people would say that not having a battery ribbon is a con. You can easily just pull your batteries out. So all around, I highly recommend this. Price point on these, they're going on recoilrda.com for $99, about $100, which isn't super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. It's kind of in that middle of the road. But I'll put links down in there, and I know Duane's always putting out like coupon codes and things like that for like 10% off, 20% off. Yeah, that's just about it. If I didn't get one in the beginning, would I go out and buy one? I think I answered that question with this one. I'm debating getting one of each color. They come in black, purple, white, and red. I just need the white and the red ones next. All in all, that's it. I'm Luke from LC Builds. Catch you next time.